Marston's Mills. It may not be the first stop for tourists. After all, there's no saltwater beaches here, but there are several notable lakes, incredible wildlife, and as it turns out, one of the few places where you can truly see it all.
It's a magical place, even more so than most airports, being that it's an airfield, it's all grass.
Marston's Mills, one of 7 villages in the town of Barnstable, is home to the Cape Cod Airfield, a place where time stalls, then takes flight.
We have a small fleet of aircraft that we operate to make a living with that are 60 to 80 years old. UPF-7 is an original 1940 airplane. Our YMF-5 is one of the replicas that was built in the 80s, but that's actually a 1935 model design, but still outfitted the way they were.
Christopher Sidowitz grew up in the shadow of Norwood Airport, where the steady rhythm of takeoffs and landings helped chart the course of his dreams.
They had penny a pound rides at Norwood Airport when I was like 10, I think was one of my first airplane rides. And once I went up, it's like, never mind the science behind it, this is cool. And I just had the bug.
He went on to fly for several commercial airlines, but this field called to him, first as a hobbyist.
I had a lot of good memories, and it's a beautiful place to fly. My buddy Rick Kornheiser and his dad ran this for years. I was really good friends with him, and unfortunately he passed away. So the airport languished for about 2 years, maybe 3 years.
Then as the manager, to keep his friend's dream alive.
Now, I would like to pick up the torch and try and take care of it. So I got the contract in 2004 to manage this.
His son, also named Chris, grew up here, helping his dad restore the field.
That's all I can remember was being here from real little and him having airplanes and being able to go fly.
Today, they are both pilots and mechanics here, maintaining the 88 acres where classic aircraft rest beneath open skies.
One of the prettiest pieces of property on Cape Cod that isn't on the beach.
They also run a skydiving business, tow banners, but it is the biplane rides that bring an air of magic.
The countless people who pull over on the side of the road if I'm taxiing in a biplane or landing and watch, and kids waving from the cars, and they're literally, sometimes 20 feet away. How do you put a value on that?
One could argue there's no better way to experience Cape Cod than from the open air of a biplane.
It's still pretty magical when you're sitting up there going, I'm cruising around here.
Hi, Chico. You doing good?
Patty Maroney, let's just call her the Animal Whisperer, has created a sanctuary in Marston's Mills, a true haven for animals, many of whom have endured difficult lives. What is it that you try to do here for the animals?
So at this point, we are a sanctuary. So the ones that we have, we try to make the rest of their life the best of their life.
Mills River Rescue and Sanctuary is the good life for donkeys, horses, ducks, chickens, bunnies, and a peacock to oversee it all.
This is Grace Kelly, because she's beautiful, but she's quiet. She had been rescued from a kill pen and needed some trust issues worked on. When I met Grace, there was an instant connection, and she's a totally different donkey. She was dangerous, biting, kicking.
A little bit of love goes a long way.
Oh yeah, it's a different donkey. What did you do? And I said, I learned just trust and love.
Trust and love, embodied by Patty and her 40 volunteers who keep this sanctuary running, though they tell us the benefits go both ways.
You get here and you leave all your troubles at the gate, and you come in and you work with the ponies. You can mimic your heart rate with the horse. And they have a slower heart rate.
Patty, who grew up in Cotuit, received her first pony, a gift, in 4th grade. She would grow up to work with horses, first as hobby, and eventually volunteering herself.
I volunteered for another rescue and saw the need. So instead of having boarding people, like I had boarding horses, I said, I'm gonna do a rescue. So it started with 7 ponies out of a field. So Precious is a rescue. Aww. She is my favorite. She does parades.
You have a favorite?
Yes. Sorry, they all know. She does everything, right? Everything for her mother.
Patty says most of the animals here need specialized care.
This is Bo. He was a local surrender. He's in his late 30s. I'm sure he was loved at one point in his life, but in the end, they couldn't afford to take care of him. And He's done really well.
The farm is open to the public by appointment. They host community events and even birthday parties with the ponies. So grab a brush and care for an animal. It might be the best gift you could receive.
It's healing because you're caring for something else, not yourself.
And Patty and her team work hard to rehabilitate the animals and find them loving, forever homes.
Very nice. And back to Cape Cod Airfield, they also offer skydiving experiences and they tow banners, most recently one for the Boston Marathon. And soon a Jaws 50th anniversary banner will fly over the beautiful island of Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard. All right.